I'm using the Kitaholic kits again. These kits went on and on and on. They got lots of layouts into my album this month, so that's awesome news. So I'm just making a big title. As you can see, I've got my photo there, and this is the paper I'm thinking about using. Nice floral. My boys are standing in some lovely, like an alcove of roots from this really old tree up in South Bank, which is a lovely, lovely photo. But you can see on their faces that they're like, "Oh, really, Mum? Another photo?" So I'm just using the thickers that came with the kit, and I've got, these are all the letters that I had left in the title, not another photo, Mum. So the other letters here, I use, and I'm just thinking here, this is why you can see just my hand standing by itself, or hanging by itself. I'm trying to work out what letters and numbers I can use to amend to make these other letters. So here I go, making the H. So one tip is that to use those letters that you're not necessarily going to use. So cut up those Z's, cut up those, because you know, those letters that are ample because to our needs, because at this stage of the thickers I didn't, you know, especially after using all these letters, I didn't have much left. So anything else I could pretty much say with certainty that I could just cut, but I needed to make sure that was straight because it was the T and the H and the other H that I needed to spell. So even those O's, I've used them, the letter 0 as the letter O. So did I just say letter 0? I mean, obviously the number 0. So I've just got my title going there, and I had it on the piece of plastic from the thickers so that I could position it where I wanted it and have a look at how it was going. So I've just pulled out some acrylic paint, some nice blue. I didn't want to put white or gesso over it because it would have brightened and like made it too light and airy for me. So this blue pulls out the blue in the flowers. Some of the flowers have got this nice light blue, but the background's like a navy kind of a purple colour, and it's just a lovely collection of colours. So just smearing on some darker blue with my fingers there. So it's just acrylic paint. Most of it's just from Kmart, and some of it's from an art shop, but it's still cheap paint, like it's not anything expensive. So just using a baby wipe to wipe my fingers off, and then here I go. So obviously need to dry it with the heat gun. Sorry, I left it in when I was editing. This is my third video I've edited today and voiceovered, so I'm using my leave wisely. So, okay, so last video I realised I say so a lot, and I'm saying it again now. I'm going to try to stop. I don't know that that's possible, and now that I've told you about it, you're going to go, you said it again, you said it again. Anyway, there's my photo, and pretty sure I don't mat it, and because it doesn't need it with the blue background. So, I said it. On it goes with some tape, some double-sided tape, and this tape I get from my art shop because I was getting some from Kmart and from our cheap shop, but it was tricky to peel the layer off to get it sticky. So rather than me fiddling around, especially if I'm videoing, I buy, it's only like $1 extra for a really nice thick, and it's good quality. So to lay my alpha words, my title, I've made the last letter of all the words line up with my photo there. So as you can see, that means then I know they all line up in that area. I've not got out my ruler. I brought a T-square ruler the other day and I have yet to use it. So I really just don't care that much whether it is extremely 100% straight or not. You can see with your eye whether it's straight enough to matter. For me, it's all about the creative process, and if I add these limits and these rules and boundaries about things have to be straight and things have to be perfectly centered, I'm never going to get anything done. So for me to get layouts done, and I can get them done pretty quickly when I'm in the mood, I can whip out this layout. This layout only took me 28 minutes. Some are shorter, some are longer. Well, that's not even a word, Lauren. Longer. But I whip them out because for me, if I had to take days to do it, I'm just going to lose interest and it's just going to become more of a chore for me. So I like quick and fast. I like to get creative. I like to get messy, so on it goes, get it done. So this is a cut apart, like a sort of like a washi strip. It's paper, but it's one of the cut aparts from the kit that come with it. One of the design team people make it, and this one, it goes together so well with the kit. There's lots of labels, there's circles, there's words, there's tags, there's these washi strips, there's hearts, there's a little frame, I believe. So these things just add value to your kit. Even though they might not be, brand name or something, but they still go so well with the kit, and they're so useful and it's what you need. That's all that matters. So just layering a label. And I'm thinking there's negative space up on that left where the knot is. But it's just my mind playing tricks. So once I finish in clusters, it works out that it's not needed to be filled at all. So anyway, found my sticker sheet again, which is my best friend, this kit. Stuck it on. I forgot that I hadn't stuck the label on, so better do that. Otherwise, it's going to be pointless, whatever I do. Turning it around, because it's better to make it, well, it's in your view, I guess, but the whole page is not. So turn it around and put on some word stickers. So I'm just see how the title goes and then the cluster is to the diagonal. That's the design. Even though the mixed media, the paint, is like up and down vertical. Is that the word? Yeah, vertical. It's not necessary to put everything vertically or horizontally or anything like that. So for my eye, with this one, I've decided the cluster in that bottom left. And then I'm still thinking at this stage that there's negative space on that left-hand right top corner where the word not is. But when I go, what do I do next? What have I got? Oh, the resin flowers. Or resin shapes. Oh, and that little butterfly tag strip was just not straight enough for me. Apparently that's not straight, but everything else was. Anyway, so I've got some sequins out, and so I'm just dabbing them, dropping them on the paper somewhere where I think they'll probably go, just positioning them a little bit. Nope, taking them off. Oh no, so tricky. I'm even fooling myself. So gluing this one on down here and there. Did I take them off? And I'm just layering them as I glue them. Oh, and see, this is my sequin pickup tool, and it kind of works but kind of doesn't, but I think it's human error. Like, I don't particularly know how to use it. So sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm sort of got to play with it a bit more. So there's some Kaisercraft, what are they called? Like bling, I think. They're like an orange colour, so that goes on there with the sequins to make them look like, they're like enamel dots, but they're like diamantes or something. My goodness, I can never find the words I need and that sticker that says my darling, I tried on so many layouts, and I think it's like the second last layout of the kit that I actually get it on, but I get it on, and that whole sticker sheet is used up properly, not just mucking around. I actually do it. So here I am showing you the layout. Looks like I'm doing nothing, but I was cutting out a label, and I figure there's something needed up the top there. So whether it's the left, so I've put up the top one. I'm sorry, I've edited out that little bit. So you can see the cluster in this close up, and obviously in the photo in the moment. Thanks for watching again, guys, and check out my other stuff. Thanks.